Now, I do think it would be fun, especially with this year coming to an end, if we go ahead and look back at some of the craziest, most odd tattoos that I have reposted from this year. And I will say, a lot of these tattoos are not bad tattoos. They are done very well and on purpose, but I can guarantee a lot of these tattoos I'm going to show you, you've never seen done before, and will leave you scratching your head to why somebody would do this to their body. And I also want to thank Manscaped, today's video sponsor. We will talk about them in a little bit on how you can save 20%, get free shipping, and the giveaway that I'm doing with it. So for the first tattoo of the day, we got this grilled cheese sandwich tattoo, but it goes a little bit further than what you initially see. It uses the body to extend the design into a cheesy pulled grilled cheese sandwich, and I mean, who doesn't love that? You know, I've seen these tattoos done before where they use the body, especially like the bend of like the elbow or like the knee, to extend the design into something more than what you see. And this is just the perfect example of that. In my eyes, this gets a 10 out of 10 in terms of execution, placement, design. It's definitely a tattoo that you do not see every day. And come on, who doesn't love grilled cheese sandwiches? Now, the next tattoo that I got for you shares some similarities to the tattoo that I just showed you. And that is all about tattoo design and tattoo placement. See, those are two very big factors when talking about tattoo executing it well. And this tattoo right here is another one that takes those two important factors to a whole nother level. See, I like to call this tattoo the dick-eating octopus tattoo because, come on, I cannot be the only one that looks at this and does not think the same thing. Like, imagine yourself looking up with this person, looking down, seeing that octopus and your guy going at it. Honestly, it feels like it'd be a clip out of Animal Planet on the Discovery Channel. Now, this is definitely one of the most crazy placed tattoos that I have seen to date. But we cannot knock the quality of this tattoo. The artist did a very good job in terms of details, quality, and it does flow, I do feel, with the body very well. But again, I just can't get past the fact that it is a dick-eating octopus tattoo. Now, this next tattoo definitely makes it to the top of the list in terms of craziest tattoos that I have seen as of recently. And it's not because it's creepy or weird, but because it's something that I've really never seen before. Usually people love to get script or word tattoos. It's one of the most popular choices that people tend to usually flock to. Usually they'll get 1, 2, 3 line kind of quotes on their forearm, on their chest, or maybe it's on the ribs. But this tattoo is some next level shit when talking about script tattoos. Like, when have you ever seen a whole back piece done in just scripture? I'll answer that for you. You haven't, because this is the only one that I have come across. And it's super clean too. If you zoom in, all the lines are crispy. It is done very well. The only thing that I have bad to say about this is I feel it is a little bit busy when looking at it. But that's it. Now, the next crazy tattoo that I got for you is actually a set of 3 that I reposted by this artist. Now, when you look at them at first, you are immediately struck by those heavy bolded lines that are done on such a large scale that are done in a very poor outcome. To me, it looks like it's a part of that arrogant style of tattooing that has become a lot more popular, but it also does look like a kid drew this as well. But if you actually do a little bit more research into the artist's original post, you kind of do get a hint and sense that yes, it was a kid that drew these. I will say this, I do like seeing these type of tattoos where somebody gets kind of a kid's drawing tattooed on them. I just don't like how big they went in terms of the size. I think it would have looked a lot better and been perceived a lot better by the public if they went smaller in terms of maybe like on the forearm. But again, not my body, not my choice, so it doesn't really matter. The next crazy tattoo that I got for you guys is this masterpiece. And yes, what you are looking at is 100% real. Now, when I saw this for the first time, I was just in awe. Jaw dropped, literally. This guy went ahead and blacked out his full gum line. And if you thought that was already crazy, this guy went even further with it by blacking out the top of his mouth too. Like, again, when have you ever seen anything like this done before? But what's also crazy about this tattoo too is that you are so fixated on this blacked out gum line that you don't even notice until like a minute in that he has blacked out his eyes, and also he has his whole face tattooed as well, which is all crazy in itself too. To me, honestly guys, this is the most crazy tattoo that I have ever come across, and honestly, I don't think I'm ever going to cross anything more crazy than it. Now, this next tattoo that I got for you is probably my favorite tattoo from today's video list. Now, this tattoo, as you can see, is a half-face tattoo, and to me, this is just next level, especially how they went about doing it. You have a lot of those heavy black, saturated colors. They have covered this face so much that you can barely see where the eye is, and that half of the nose is non-existent. Now, the next crazy tattoo that I got for you is actually done on a body part that I kind of don't have myself, so seeing it done is a little bit more crazy to me, and that is this fully blacked out ear. Now, this is absolutely nuts to me. I thought blacked out kind of stopped at maybe like a limb like that of the arm, the leg, but as we can see, any body part goes, and from what I've heard from people that have ears and had them tattooed, it hurts quite a bit to get done, and as you can see with this, it's swollen. It looks like it hurt. I'm not gonna lie, it looks pretty sick, but even if I had ears, I don't think I would do this. Now, the next tattoo that I got for you is actually so messed up that I can't even show it to you in its full glory because I know my video 1000% get taken down and flagged for explicit content. So because of that, we're going to kind of have to use our imagination and we're going to switch that object in the tattoo for that of an eggplant. So now let's start imagining it, and this person went ahead and got a large scaled eggplant done in black and gray on the inside of their inner thigh. This tattoo isn't small by any means either. It looks pretty large, about 8 to 12 inches, and they stopped at no expense for all the details. Like, this thing is 100% realistic looking. And if you want to go ahead and see it in its full glory, then go ahead to my Instagram and it's up there still. It's in and around those tattoos that you see, or you can go ahead and check out on the artist's page. But for me, I just want to know why. Like, did this guy lose a bet? Is he trying to overcompensate? Why? Now, I do want to take a quick moment, guys, to talk about today's video sponsor, Manscaped. That's right, you see all those packages under the Charlie Brown Christmas tree. They are here to help you give the best present you could give to yourself or that man that is close to you in your life with their whole line of tools and packages. Like, trust me when I say the person that you give this as a present to, or even to you yourself, will love this product, as it gets the job done. It has a whole assortment of features packed into it, and it'll be something that you use for years to come. See, it has a built-in light that seems gimmicky at first, but eventually it'll be something you can't see a trimmer not having. It's waterproof, it's wireless, so you can use it whenever and wherever you want. It's got a travel lock on it as well, which is great for people that like to travel. It won't go off in your suitcase or in your bag, and you'll have a fully charged trimmer when you get to your destination. Telling you, I'm bringing this to France when I go back. And with its skin-safe technology built into the new dual interchangeable blades, it greatly reduces the nicks and cuts that can happen down there. And I will stand with them on that and say this thing does a great job. I don't even try anymore down there, and I have not had anything happen. The only thing that has happened is I have gotten such an amazing trim from using this. Please don't try to picture that. And maybe if you know somebody that has a beard or you have a beard yourself, then go ahead and check out the beard line of the Beard Hedger and the Handyman. These are two great products that I love using on my beard, and by the looks of it on my neck, I definitely need to go ahead and use this. These are not products that you will use once or twice and forget about it like most presents you get. These are something that you will use multiple times a week for many years to come. Like, I have been with Manscaped, I've been using their products for almost 2 years now, and I cannot picture myself going back to any other products. I truly do enjoy using these, and you can too. Go to manscaped.com, use the code AINK to get 20% off plus free shipping, and really up and change your game or somebody else's game as well. Now, I am doing a small giveaway where I want to pay an additional 50% on somebody's bill, and the instructions are really simple. They're going to be listed all in the pinned comment, so go ahead and check that out. But let's get back into the video. Now, this one we're going to blow by pretty quickly, but as a male that is balding himself, this kind of hits home for me a little bit. Now, I can understand this guy wanting to get his whole head of hair back in. This isn't the right way to go about doing it. I know the guy's paying, I want my hair back too, but it looks like somebody went with a Sharpie and just colored it in. You want to do it the right way, you do SMP, where it mimics those hair follicles. This is just black. At this point, I'd rather go bald than look like that. My next odd tattoo that I got for you is freckle tattoos, but the post that I reshared has a big twist to it that I will share with you in a sec. Now, regular freckle tattoos have sort of become a new trendy tattoo that people have started to get in the last few years, and when done correctly, along with it being fully healed, they can actually look somewhat realistic. But the tattoo that I reposted takes those regular freckle tattoos and takes a whole different approach on it, and that is now by adding color into it. Welcome in rainbow freckle tattoos. And I'm gonna be honest, this is one of the few tattoos from today's video list that I'm honestly just really not a fan of. Every time I see this, it just looks like a clown went up to the person and just glitter bombed them in the face. Now, the next tattoo is one of the more crazy tattoos for today's video, and I want to start off right away by asking you one question, and that is, what is your initial thought when you first see this tattoo? For me, I initially think right away it looks like somebody got frostbite on their finger. This is just so crazy. Nobody ever does just blacked out fingertips. Usually it's the other way around. Somebody will black out their whole arm and leave the fingertips blank. This woman did it totally differently, and it's just something different and sick. The next tattoo that we have is done by artist Renee Hilkin, and this is a pretty crazy tattoo because when you first see it, you immediately get a sense of it being a little scary, off-putting, and gruesome, and that is probably because you never really see any baby tattoos done like this. But it's then when you continue to look at the overall picture more, you see the baby's portrait in the iPad, and then it immediately clicks in. This demonic looking tattoo is that of the baby. And if you go ahead and read the original artist description, it says this guy wanted a portrait of his nephew and she thinks she nailed it. I would love to see how the parents react to this tattoo after they got it done. I'm sure this guy thinks he's the cool uncle, but more than anything, I would like to see this in a couple years when that kid's a little bit older and realizes that that's them on their uncle. Now the next tattoo, let's go ahead and dive back into the blackout world. Now I've already shown you some crazy blackout styles of tattooing, like that of the blacked out ear, the blacked out fingertips, but now let's take it to the max, let's take it to the extreme and show you a fully blacked out bodysuit. I don't think people understand how hard it is to get this type of black, especially on the whole body. It's very impressive, but also this bodysuit draws inspiration from that of like those Japanese bodysuit style too, in terms of how it's laid out and how it's done. It may not look like it, but there is some inspiration there and that is seen. Now the comments weren't too nice on this, but I like this. I really dig it, and good job on the artist and the client for sitting through both. So this next tattoo is what I like to call the adult alphabet tattoo. It was another tattoo that many people had a lot to say about it after I reposted it. Personally, I like it. My mom, she loves it. And that is because it uses one word that we always love to say. Now, this tattoo is a pretty crazy and odd tattoo to get permanently on your body, but what I think makes it so much worse is the area that they got it in. It's a very noticeable area, and because of the color and shapes that they used as well, it just makes it that much more noticeable. And honestly, I'm going to agree with the top comment that was listed in my post. They are probably going to regret this tattoo down the line. Now, the last crazy tattoo that I got for you on today's list is a new tattoo style that is emerging. It is where people are getting their significant other's bite mark tattooed on them. Now, a lot of the tattoos that I've listed in today's video, I honestly think are okay and kind of cool. But this tattoo, I can honestly say I hate. I don't like it whatsoever. I hope to God I stop seeing it being done. And I just think it looks like garbage every time I see it. This is crazy to me that people are even getting this tattoo and it is becoming more popular than it should be. Like, why? Why would anybody do that? Now, I want you guys to let me know in the comments section which tattoo you thought was the most crazy or odd. I really want to hear what you guys have to say about the tattoos that I showed you today and any opinions you have on them. Also, go ahead, subscribe, join the community so you don't miss my journey towards getting a full tattoo bodysuit. I am going back to Sandry next year in early 2024 to work on the leg, and honestly, I think it's going to be one of my best tattoos yet. Now, I just want to say thank you guys so much for giving me your valuable time. Thank you, Manscaped, for sponsoring today's video. And finally, happy holidays to everybody out there. Like always, Justin out later.